everyone. Welcome to our Wednesday's Prowess Project going live. Today, we are myth busting the top assumptions that people come to us saying about becoming an online business manager. We get it that being an online business manager is something that is a little bit new, which is why we're taking time today to walk you through the top myths that we hear and giving you the facts. So, as always, we start off with a starter question just to get everyone interacting, the juices flowing, the whole shebang. Okay. So, first question for today, and please put that in the chat, whether you are in Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube. I think that's where we are now. Yes. So in all those different places, let us know. And the question is, what were you afraid of as a little kid? What were you afraid of as a little kid? All right. Clowns. Oh my gosh, I love that. Clowns. Afraid of the dark. Me too. I was so afraid of the dark. Disappointing parents. Yes, that one is all too real. I was actually thinking in my head like different things that I shouldn't have been afraid of, but disappointing my parents. Yeah. That definitely had me grounded most of my high school. What else out there? Dogs. Dogs. I hope you got over that one because I don't know what I would do without my Buxley. Awesome. And so I wanted to first talk about the different things that scared us as a child because most of the time we get over them. We realize that there's actually nothing wrong or nothing behind that fear. And so that's what we're talking about today. But first, who am I? I am CEO and founder of Prowess Project, Ashley Connell. What is Prowess? We vet and train online business managers, and we match them up with jobs, mainly with CEOs who really want to scale their business. They want to be the front person. They want to be out selling, connecting, consulting, what have you, and need someone to actually run the business. So that's where our OBMs come into. So kicking off today, the top myths that we hear. Number one, I'm from corporate. There is no way that I could start a business. I hear this all the time. I'm in corporate. There is absolutely no way that I could start and own my own business. So what I want to know from everyone in the chat is, what are some things that make you nervous about that? Like, why do you believe that, hey, I had a corporate 9 to 5 and so I could never own your own business? What are some reasons? Waiting. Please put these in the chat. I don't know everything. Yes, that is a good one. How are you supposed to know everything, right? Yep. Safety net. Not having a safety net. I know that can feel really, really, really scary. What else? Just plain simply not knowing how. That's a good one. Just don't know how. Never had to. I liked the one, I don't know everything, but then there's also not knowing everything, but not knowing where to get started. That's a key one that we hear quite a bit. Being an introvert. Just because you're a business owner doesn't mean you have to be an extrovert. So these are all really, really, really good ones. So we have our list there, but then I want you to think about and write down some of the things that you have started before. Something that you started before that you had never done. Put in the chat. What are some things that you've started before that you've never done? You went to college. It's a great one. Great one. You started a band. Amazing. Oh my God, amazing. Yes. You had kids. Oh, very good one. Very good one. So, when we're thinking about all of those things, you didn't know how to do that. Let's use the kids for an example because that one is so, so good. Like, just because you are around kids all the time, you obviously have parents or people who took care of you, like, doesn't mean that by osmosis you learned all those things. So, I get when you are going into a new aspect of life or taking on something else, it can feel scary. But what did you do? You had 9 months to figure out how you were going to get from this kidless lifestyle to bringing home a baby from the hospital, which I still don't understand how a nurse thought it was a good idea just to give two people who have never done this before a child to take home, but that's a whole other thing. So, what did you do? You read books, you talked to other parents, people who have done it, you saw a doctor, you took courses, you followed people on Instagram or Facebook. You joined different groups so you could ask questions and get answers. All of these different things. You did your research. You made plans. All of these different things so that you felt more in control and more comfortable when you had children. So, how is starting a business any different? How is starting a business any different? You do the exact same thing. You start by talking to people who have done it before. You start doing your research. There are a ton of guides and programs and resources out there, both free and fully guided, that can help you along the way. So just because you've been in corporate and that is what you know, absolutely does not mean that you can't start your own business. All right. Any questions there before we move on? Perfect. All right. The second myth that we hear time, all the time. I hate sales. I can't get clients. We hear this all the time. And I think the biggest problem for this is when people think of sales, especially people who are wanting to be online business managers, who are typically very systems driven and very operations driven, and oftentimes introverts, and oftentimes people who much prefer being behind the scenes making it all work than being out there forward talking and asking questions. When you think about sales, you think of that cheesy, like, car salesman, right? Like the one that feels icky and it feels inauthentic. And if you come back for more, we'll give away a free muffler, whatever the heck, right? It doesn't feel like you, but you are never going to start a business that doesn't feel like you. Okay. Things changed for me completely when I started thinking about sales in a different way. Instead of thinking about sales as this like cheesy, like, I got to get the numbers done, I got to make it happen, I'll do whatever it takes to get the deal done at all costs, I don't really care about the outcome. Like, that's what I thought. But it changed for me when I started thinking about serving versus selling. So, write that down: serving versus selling. Okay. And so, what that means is if you have your target customer down, you know who you're going after, right? And we have lots of videos to talk about that. So definitely check out our YouTube. If you know what niche you are focused on, like who it is, if you deeply understand the problems that your target customer or your ideal customer persona has, right? And you know that what you offer, what you are giving in your business will solve them, and how, you are no longer selling. You are serving these people. You are solving problems for your target customer because you deeply understand the problem. You deeply understand what their other options are that they could go after, and are very crystal clear in your offer on why it is that you can solve this problem. Okay. So you aren't selling, you are serving by solving their problem. Right. So at the end of the day, and something that has really, really helped me is money is energy. Okay. At the end of the day, I think we're all very, very, very nervous and afraid of this idea of asking for money. Well, it's really just an exchange of energy. If you are giving time, if you are giving your effort, if you are giving um, your knowledge and your expertise to to someone, what they are giving back in exchange is just money. It's just energy. And I think that's so, 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 so important to really think about, and um, really examine moving forward. Okay. So instead of a typical sales call when you're introducing to someone to see if they are a good fit, figure that out exactly. Are you a good fit for them? Are they a good fit for you? So instead of a sales call, you are doing a discovery call. Okay. If you're really trying to solve their problem, you are trying to discover what it is their problem truly is, right? So what is their problem? Don't talk about you, don't talk about what you can deliver, don't talk about the price. Understand, what is their problem? What have they tried? Where do they want to go? Where is the goal? What is the future, right? And then do you have any ideas just quickly that are coming to you of how to help them get there? Do you know how to get them there? Right? Have you done this before? Have you been in their shoes? Have you helped a client like them? Right? Is there be thinking like that, because you're no longer selling at that point. You are solving their problem. Okay. And that really changes the energy and the realm and the momentum of the conversation. And especially if there is anything that you can give them, and I would call this an investment in a future client, but you could say like for free as a taster of what it would be like to work with you. So is there a quick win that you could give them? Is there a quick suggestion that you could give them where they can see early success, and it demonstrates your expertise? It demonstrates that you can come in and truly make an impact for them, and therefore solve their problem by serving. Do you see how that conversation and that way of going about it was completely different than a cheesy car sales person, right? So you know their problem, you know more about their situation, and then it's key moving forward to send them relevant information to help them with their problem, to help them with to get closer to their solution, not by doing it for them for free, but just little tasters of content every 2 weeks to keep top of mind. So they are not only going to see the value in working with you because you have been so great, but they're also going to tell their friends who have the exact same problem, the people who are just like them, about you because you have helped them so much. So that quickly turns the conversation from selling to serving. And quickly, you are solving their problem. And again, remember, energy is just money. The exchange is just money. Okay, so we talked about I'm from corporate. There's no way I can start or own my own business. We talked about I hate sales. I can't get clients. And next is the third. I don't have the skills. I don't have the skills. How am I going to be an OBM? I do not have these skills. Right? The first one that we talked about with corporate was kind of a mindset thing. This one is very, very similar. Go back to your zone of genius. Go back to your zone of genius. And a reminder of the definition of a zone of genius. Your zone of genius is where your innate talent meets your passion. Your innate talent meets a passion. It's when you're in flow. It's when you're just doing the things and you completely lose track of time. Okay. When you love what you're doing. Start a business around that. Start a business around that. Again, if you are watching this, you are attracted to being an online business manager. So most likely you like operations, you like systems, you like procedures, you like tech, You like automation. You like financials. You like thinking in the future. You like figuring out or taking a problem and figuring out all the different solutions and making them happen. All of those things, if you are here, you most likely enjoy, right? Start a business around 1, 2, 3, all of those things, because I'm telling you what, people need that. If we just talk about those things that are your zone of genius, gosh, y'all, I talk to at least 2 CEOs a day who are calling me or Prowess Project in order to get people whose zone of genius is to do all of those different systems, all of those procedures, all of those processes, all of those automations. People are out there. Okay. So many are out there. The opportunity absolutely is there, because remember, the people who are going to need you, the people that you will be serving, are the practitioners. If you go with a consultant, they want to do their craft. They are the artists, the interior designers, they are the fashion designers, but need someone running the rest of their business. That is where you can come up and really serve. So I don't want to hear, I don't have the skills. First thing you need to do is go back into your zone of genius. All right. Going back to your zone of genius. So, top 3 myths that we talked about today. Number 1, I'm from corporate, no way to start my business. Number 2, I hate sales, I can't get clients. And number 3 is I don't have the skills. All of that, we have spent the last 20 minutes busting those myths. If you have any other myths that you want to hear from us that we will bust, and by myths, I mean any assumptions about being an OBM, any assumptions about what it's like to work with a consultant or who your clients would be, reach out to us and we'll do another one of these sessions. In the meantime, special offer for you. Want to let y'all know that we are doing an absolutely free 3-day masterclass/workshop at the end of the month. That's all about the OBM opportunity and how you, using those zone of genius skills that we talked about earlier, can soar to a 6-figure career with pure flexibility, making a ton of impact, owning your own schedule, owning your own clients, figuring out exactly who you want to work with and sticking to that. You can do all of that as an online business manager. And we are showing you exactly how, starting on March 27th. Okay, so come to Prowess Project, and if we can post, we're going to post the link in the chat, but come to Prowess Project and you can get that link as well. Also, it's on all of our social channels, so we will be updating there, but hope to see you there. You will hear from a prospective client, so you can get to know, oh my gosh, who would I work for and what are they looking for? You will also hear from a panel of OBMs who have gone before you. Okay, we basically have a wait list of clients who need OBMs right now. So we need as many of a variety of skills and backgrounds as possible. So if you are interested in becoming an online business manager, please reach out to us. Shoot us an email at hello@prowessproject.com. And I will see you next week, same time, same place. See y'all soon.